Hello world, it is Wednesday, August 24th, 2022, and looking out the window at Defiance. It's another beautiful day. Blue skies, sunshine, relatively cool temperatures this morning, I think in the low 60s, but I think it's supposed to be 85 today, so it might get pretty warm. The devotion for today is entitled Intersectionality and Periwinkles? By Donna Shaper. And she bases the devotion upon Psalm 24 verse 1, adapted from Psalm 24 verse 1. God owns the planet and all its riches. The earth and every creature belong to God. And then Donna writes, Jill Lepore wrote in the New Yorker, March 19th, 2018, about Rachel Carlson. Her house on an island in Maine, perches on a rock at the edge of the sea like the eyrie of an eagle. Below the white railed back porch, the sea slicks rock slopes down to a lumpy low tideland of eelgrace and bladderwrack, as slippery as a knot of snakes. The shore is an ancient world, Rachel Carson wrote from a desk in that house. On that table, she coined the word ecosystem. Carson's Silent Spring came out in 1962. We poison the caddisflies in a stream and the salmon runs dwindle and die. Brown University's Costs of War project estimates that the Iraq and Afghanistan wars plus interest and veterans care expenses will eventually cost more than $8 trillion. We spend all the money and there's nothing left to spend. Wildlife, Rachel Carson once wrote with an intersectional eye, is dwindling because its home is being destroyed. But the home of wildlife is also our home. Nothing, she would say, is separate from anything else, and all of it belongs not to us, but to God, the one who is truly rich. And the prayer. Dear God, shall we call you ecosystem, or would you prefer another name? Amen. Oh, there's so much that goes through my mind in reading this devotion, and one of which is that it's a reminder that we're an integral part of creation. We're not the dominator of it. Depending upon how you interpret the ancient Hebrew in the Old Testament, we were given dominion, which does not mean to dominate, but is more akin to stewardship. We're here to care for God's creation, not overcome it, not subsume it, not abuse it. And yet, here we are. And that's also related to we're all part of an integrated web of life. Everything we do affects everything else, and vice versa. So, with things like climate change, pollution, indiscriminate mining or drilling without proper cleanup or control of the waste is destroying our world, and in the end it will destroy us. So we need to be the hands and the feet of God and Jesus in the world, and do the work of caring for this, because that's what humanity was given as a task. Hope you have a good day, and hope you get outside, enjoy some of God's creation, and think about steps you can take to change your footprint in the world. Talk to you again tomorrow.